Hi, if you'd like to come on in for a divination dose, and whenever your aura aligns, come on in. I've already got the scrolls here. We've had some technical difficulties, but we're getting there. We're getting there. If you wanted to take a screenshot so you can scry in your own time and terms. If you'd like to take a moment with me to close the eyes, release the race and the rush, activating the abstract mind and ancient awareness to perceive and receive symbolic support. Thank you for being my muse, for holding space for me to share my insights, and allowing me to be a guest in your aura. Okay, so I'm getting the sense that there is a wisdom. There's an owl. Okay, so there's a helping hand, helping, whether it's higher self to human, or there's a spirit around us, or I'm not going to try and define it. Could be like an eternal being. Okay. And I'm assuming if you're here with me and you're receiving or willing to, wander with me in this divination dose, you are some sort of sensitive empath, seer, this, that, or the other, in some capacity, listening to both the intellect and the intuition with the imagination as a bridge. Okay. So this being that is here with us today, supporting this divination dose, is eternal. The owl is how it's speaking through. And the way I'm seeing it is, okay, so in the heart space there's the owl emblem, and that's what it's inevitably speaking to, this eternal being. But there's like a pod throughout the high heart, so there's a lot of, and I'm seeing it like brain space, and then it rolls up into my shoulders and it comes out and swirls, where I'm seeing the hands like I'm eternal, yes. Mother Goose, almost like shadow puppets, but my hands, those are the helping hands. I don't know if you are a helper in some capacity or are looking to be reminded that you, just being you, 2 feet and a heartbeat and 2 hands, are helpful. Lending a hand, lending a hand. Okay, I'm seeing a referee. It's an emotional referee, but it's of an emotional intelligence. Okay, it's a referee. I'm seeing it like a compass down here. I'm pretty sure it's like a compass. Some sort of like a... Yeah, I think it's not a compass in direction necessarily. I think it's like like a blueprinty kind of stuff. I know I don't understand at all. Anyway, so there's some sort of emotional referee saying time out, whatever maybe is lurking around the subconscious, or I'm not going to lie, it kind of feels like an anger. If something's angered or disappointment, resentments, this, that, or the other, could absolutely even be grief. Whatever it is one might be moving through, right? There's a lot of things in the aura. And if you like that compass that's not a compass, and you can, the positive, the negative, and it's like that, and it might be 4-ish feet outside the aura. Like, I don't want it too close, but it's not so far out. But because it's over there in the 4 feet range, it works with the subconscious realm. So this could even be the spirit, but I'm getting the sense it's something emotional I've kind of projected out a little bit. Okay. I'm seeing a bat in there. It's a red bat, quite specifically. And okay, so it's like a German Shepherd with wings, with bat wings. So German Shepherd might mean something to someone very protective and fierce, could be policing some sort of emotion. Yeah, there's a plugging of ears, but it is the sun scroll here. But you know me, same with the tarot cards or anything like that. I tend to focus on the artistry and any sort of symbols otherwise. It's a busy mind, there's 2 helpers I'm seeing. Blue. That's that emotional compass thing. I wish I knew what it was. Like, somebody might be feeling blue. There's a portion of you in that anger, grief, something or other. Yeah, it's like this meter, but there's this helping hand to bring it about towards the sun. Both are fire scrolls as well. Oh, and the number 4. Okay, so just like I was talking about the mother, it doesn't have to be Mother Goose, but it's just the fairy tale that's coming through because I am an eternal child. There's the Mother Goose hands. And then up here, they're up in the ears and or the eyes. But it's not quite Mother Goose. It's something else. Change, development, seer, change, and travel. So there's definitely some sort of shift happening. And it's in that higher realm. I want to put this scroll with this card. It's almost like an eternal entanglement, but this eternal being is here with you to untangle it because it's helping you. It's like hearing that Jerry Maguire, help me, help you, help me. Book. Could be in some sort of like your chapter together, life together, guide, birth guide, this, that, or the other. There's a higher change and development, perhaps even in your emotional empathy gauge. Is that a gauge? What meter? I don't know what it is, but it's in that realm, that compassy thing. Like I can see it. Anyway. You're changing and there's a helping hand, whether you're shifting emotional states in that 4-foot thing, whatever that emotion is. The referee, like, okay, enough. If it's like an internal talk, travel again. Thank you. So beautiful. And this whole time we've been talking about this eternal being, like helping hands. And then look at the card there, like with the hands. Travel, change, development, change and travel. You might be sensing from an energetic realm, there's an emotion, and then from another energetic realm to like the ether, your gift is heightening, it's elevating, or it's just shifting gears. And when I say elevating, I feel called to say this is not in a hierarchy of a ladder. This is a different expression of, different expression of the same thing. It's like broadening. Okay, so like that compassy thing, if I was drawing and it's like you've been on one half of the cosmic egg and it's kind of going around the other side now, like to the dark side of the moon. Maybe Pink Floyd or music or something like that can help you. Vertigo, whatever you choose will be correct. So maybe if you're not sure, well, where do I go from here? Am I seeking? Am I searching? Oh, am I seeking? Am I searching? I feel solemn, but excited at the same time because I'm almost not trying to predict my path, but by pursuing something that is all logic. Does that make sense? Sorry, vertigo, opulence, it's time to lead. You know what I'm seeing? I don't know. It's like the compass thing. Like it's familiar, but it's not. You've said book a few times. There might be a book. A book might mean something to you. A book might inspire reading something. Well, of course, Again, it's familiar. I'm going to read something about a topic, or maybe you're going to read something. You are reading something. You'll look at like a billboard or a quote or something like that, and it'll inspire you to read something that's the way it's been done before, or, these are the steps, these are the stages, etc. And this has to do some sort of realm of energy, ethereal to emotional, but I think they might be combined. I think by clearing out this referee, like enough is enough. And this is one route, this is the other route. They come together. So inevitably, whichever path you choose to pursue, they're going to come together and lead you towards the sun, the change. It's like there's going to be lots of little changes and little travels around things to inevitably bring you to the change, travel. Change, travel, change, travel. Travel not necessarily being physical, simply symbolic. I hope this is making sense in my ramblings. Okay, there is something I was seeing I couldn't say. It looks like a bunch of pegs. So I don't know if it's like a cribbage board or if it's some form of knitting and I'm putting yarn through, or if it's one of those like tacks, a map with a tack, and I'm, like tying a red string around things. And it's not about tying them all together the way I'm sensing it. It's about seeing the art of the string art, actually. Okay. I'm going to continue. Sorry. The mic here. Fantastic. Helping hand. Can we share more about this eternal being helping you, helping us? Unmarked trail, revelation, fool's embrace, transmuting pain. There's that blue, the blue. Okay. Oh my goodness. Okay. Thank you. I'm going to start here. This eternal being with you, with us now, in this energy, egregor, that we're sharing whenever you've decided to step forward, I feel like is acknowledging maybe your blue aura, your blue energy. You could even be seeing blue beings, blue orbs, and this is kind of like their cue, and or because you're feeling blue. Does that make sense? Because there's, again, two paths here for me to take. And that brings me into, when we were talking about the trails, like, there's some sort of revelation through what I'm sensing is reading. Some form of reading. Maybe this reading, like if it's not reading, it's a reading. Like a reading here. It doesn't have to be from me, obviously. It could be from anybody. And it just something will go, oh, that's really interesting. And just like the scroll, it all coming together. It's like see how it, like this is horizontal, the two hands, and then this is vertical. There is pressure, but it's not pressure to pursue something in a particular way. Transmuting the pain, all the blue. And then this blue brings me into, the deep waters of feeling and the high sky. And then like when I was talking about what is about 4 feet, there's like some sort of hula hoop. Maybe it's like bringing those things closer to really transmute them. And this being, eternal being, is with you. You are also the eternal being. I think this is why the eternal being is working with you, because you as well understand your eternal essence. Does that make sense? I'm going to say yes. Okay. Magician's I cannot speak. Magician's sword, confidence in your magic, a tidy house, clarity and organization. This is that bringing in that the 4 feet, the hula hoop, leading I see how she's like sniffing it out, like the ring light let it come through. It's like, yep, come closer. And that can feel a little uncomfortable when you're bringing things closer to you. And then you might be like cleaning your house, right? Symbolically speaking or emotionally speaking, etc. And you put it all like say in this one room or in this corner. Like you're going through different rooms. These things represent things. And now you're stuck with this pile, but you're not stuck. But it's just like, okay. And now it's one thing at a time to tidy because you're going somewhere. And when I say that, I think it's in your energy, emotional and ethereally. You have this guide that's here. And I don't know if the lighting will let it come through. Like way up here, there's like will it come through? There's a unicorn up here. Something about palm trees as well. Resourcefulness, horned cactus. Yeah, this is okay, give me a second. Deep diver, diving into a task, and hollow bone, teachability. And I have something in my eye. Okay, horned cacti. I'm in that heart space of the pressure. I'm protective over something that I'm coming back to the German Shepherd with the bat wings and the subconscious. So there's some sort of support as you're drawing these things closer, because what is in fact something that is lingering out there, you're recognizing what is a resource. And you're like, oh, this is, maybe a little rigid, or I've been protecting this hurt, but it's turned healing. And it's a resource. It's here for you. It's here to help actually teach you. So you might be able to help others be the embodiment of it. It's almost like as if I can see you just walking around. And like your body's walking around in the earthly realm. But your eternalness, your eternal essence is very, very large. And I don't know for sure as I'm sitting here if this is the eternal being walking with you. And like there's a significant size difference. Like if this was, you, it's like the being is like this big. Like that big. Like, We spoke about this in the whole diving down X amount of feet to the farther sky. What is that scroll you're standing out? Okay, so as we're getting ready to close, again, there it is. I think you might be teaching yourself, being taught, working with this eternal education, with this eternal being.
Blue.
There's so much blue here, but it's all leading me to light. And I'm not trying to be cheesy about it or, in this uber positive, false positive, fluorescent lighting kind of way. This feels true and blue. True and blue. It's leading me to light. There's fire, there's earth, there's water. But then when I get to air, and I don't mean but when I get to air, it will come through. Teachability, hollow bone. It feels air-like to me. And then I'm brought into the whole Mother Goose helping hands to the ear thing. And then in this scroll as well, it's like wrenches I'm seeing, or a staff. There is a character that has something like a staff that talks, and I think it's like a crow. I keep being asked to recall the German Shepherd with the bat wings. Something in the subcon that will step forward is stepping forward. the hurt turned healing, turned healed. And when I see the German Shepherd with wings, for simplicity's sake, I'll say in the future, even if that's your present or the past, you've already done this, it becomes like bones, like desert. But now I can speak to it. I can speak to it because I'm no longer reserving energy to protect it. That feels well. All right, I'm going to let you go here. I do want to say so much gratitude to all those who like, share, and subscribe, and for the eternalness of your essence of what you're doing as a leader of love with that wisdom and working with a very large aspect of the self and receiving help from another. There is a leaving space just over to the right. But I feel like that message, and I'll help you out after we're done here. Change, travel, change, travel. Change, travel. Little changes, travel. You might travel, create little changes for an inevitable change, travel. You may also resonate with that message through the spirit box. I want to leave. Make little changes, clean the house, go through your stuff, go through your thoughts, go through. Do you see what I'm saying? You know. One at a time. If there's an overwhelming sensation about it, one thing at a time. Just one. One action. And it changes the degree of the compass. I think it's a compass. Anyway, I'm going to let you go. This has been fascinating, and thank you for sharing the wisdom of your aura with me today. And I look forward to next time, and I'm going to get working on the signs. Thank you.